Hello guys, today I am going to telling you some definition of chemical reaction and equation. First of all, we know that what is a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is a process in which the original substance lose their nature and identity and form a new substance with different properties. Breaking of the chemical bonds and formation of the new chemical bond is responsible for the occurrence of a chemical reaction. There are the four types of chemical reaction. First, combination reaction. Second, decomposition reaction. Third, displacement reaction. And fourth, double displacement reaction. First of all, we know that what is a combination reaction. In combination reaction, two or more reactants combine to give a single product. For example, calcium oxide plus water to form of calcium hydroxide. Second, decomposition reaction. In a decomposition reaction, a single reactant breaks down into two or more single products. For example, lead nitrate break down into lead oxide plus nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen. Third, a displacement reaction. In a displacement reaction, a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from a compound. For example, iron plus copper sulfate. Iron displaces copper from copper sulfate to form of iron sulfate and copper because iron has a more reactive element than a copper. Fourth, double displacement reaction. When two compounds exchange their ion and one of the products formed is insoluble are said to be double displacement reaction. For example, sodium sulfate plus barium chloride to form of barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. I hope you got all definition. Next, we saw what is a endothermic reaction and exothermic reaction. In endothermic reaction, energy is absorbed in reaction, and in exothermic reaction, energy is released from a reaction. Then we saw an example of exothermic reaction. Reaction of lime with water, CaO plus H2O to form of calcium hydroxide plus heat. In this reaction, heat is released. Next example of endothermic reaction. Formation of nitric acid. Nitrogen plus oxygen to form of nitric oxide. In this reaction, heat is absorbed. Next, neutralization reaction. The reaction in which acid or acidic oxide reacts with base or basic oxide to form of salt and water are called a neutralization reaction. For example, sodium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid to form of sodium sulfate plus water. Another definition of neutralization reaction is combination of acid and base to form of salt and water. Next, we saw what is oxidation reaction and what is reduction reaction. In oxidation process is a process in which oxygen or an electronegative element is added, and in a reduction is a process in which addition of hydrogen or an electropositive element takes place. Oxidation and reduction must occur simultaneously. Next, we saw what is a reducing agent and oxidizing agent. In reducing agent, the reactant that reduces an element in another reactant is called the reducing agent. The reducing agent contains the element that is oxidized. In oxidizing agent, the reactant that oxidizes an element in another reactant is called the oxidizing agent. The oxidizing agent contains the element that is reduced. For example, sodium plus chloride to form of sodium chloride. Sodium is oxidized and Cl is reduced. So, in this reaction, sodium is the reducing agent and chloride is the oxidizing agent. Next, we saw a difference between oxidation and reduction reaction. In oxidation, gain in oxygen. In reduction, loss of oxygen. In oxidation, loss of hydrogen. And in reduction, gain of hydrogen. In oxidation is loss of electrons and in reduction, gain of electrons. In oxidation, increase in oxidation number and in reduction, decrease in oxidation number. I hope you got difference between oxidation reaction and reduction reaction. This is a chart to remember types of chemical reaction. Student, if you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.